What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to the BS Show. We are officially 11 days out from UFC 249, which is on Saturday, April 18th, and it looks like Dana White is doing anything and everything he possibly can to make sure this fight card comes to fruition. There are rumors that he has purchased a private island. There are rumors he's renting a private island, but he's doing what he's got to do, and I'm super excited because I have the official 249 fight card that I have put up here so you can look at while I'm talking. And this fight card is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. There's big name fights all over this card, and there's a lot of, potential title implication fights on here. So keep an eye on it while I'm talking about it. But I want to give props to Dana White for a minute, to try to get the UFC back on track where we can get some fights going, get the fighters fighting so they can get paid and get the viewers something to watch. I mean, we've kind of been put on the back burner for sports in general for the past few weeks. So this is really cool, and I really hope this fight card comes to fruition. But we're just going to start at the top here, and we got the lightweight interim title fight between Ferguson and Gaethje. I posted a video yesterday which said that this is going to be a great fight, and I'm super excited. And if Ferguson wins, he might be our two-time interim belt holder, which that's kind of hard to say, but he was already the interim champ once, and now he's going at it again. So, that's obviously the headliner. And then in the co-main, we have Rose Namajunas versus Jessica Andrade. And, Rose was piecing her up, and then she is avenging her loss by that slam. Andrade slammed her, and she lost. But prior to that slam, Rose was picking her apart, in my opinion. So that's going to be a good fight for Rose to avenge her loss and possibly get another title fight if she wins that. We got Greg Hardy on here, which, in my opinion, the UFC is pushing him. He's a heavyweight. He's athletic. He's got an NFL background. So Greg Hardy's got a chance to get a win, but he's going against a tough dude, and Yorgan De Castro, if I'm saying his name right. He's coming off a big win as well, so that should be a good fight. Vincente Luque against Nico Price. Nico Price is tough as nails. Vincente Luque's got some really good striking. I believe he's coming off a loss to Wonder Boy, which that was a really good fight. We got Jeremy Stevens versus Calvin Kattar. That's a great fight. But one of the fights that I really wanted to highlight on this card is the Francis Ngannou versus Rozenstruik fight. I did a video on this a few weeks or a month or so ago. And, I think this is one of those fights that does have title implications. You got Francis Ngannou coming off a 3-fight win streak, which is against all legends in the heavyweight division. And then you got Rozenstruik, who is undefeated and just tough as nails. And in my video, I stated that it's going to really be Francis Ngannou's striking and his power against Rozenstruik's toughness. Rozenstruik seems to be able to just run through anything and take punches and keep coming forward. And we don't know if that's going to be something he can do against a power puncher like Francis Ngannou. But don't sleep on Rozenstruik. He's got great striking as well. So, we don't know what's going to happen here. If Francis Ngannou is going to be able to keep his cardio up with landing all those bombs, if Rozenstruik's pushing through him, or if Rozenstruik's going to be able to take those bombs. So we'll have to see. Another good fight on here is Alexander Hernandez versus Omar Morales. And this is, Hernandez's second fight back since his dismantling of when he got beat by Donald Cerrone, and he's coming off a win. But Morales is undefeated as well. So, this is a good fight, especially because Alexander Hernandez was somebody the UFC was kind of pushing, I think. They thought they seen a lot of positive things in him, but then when he got beat up real bad by Donald Cerrone, I think he changed his tune. So he's trying to get another win in the win column for his second win in a row, and maybe he can make a title push. But, just looking through this card here, another fight that kind of sticks out to me is Michael Johnson versus Kama Worthy. Michael Johnson, for the longest time, Michael Johnson was a perennial contender. He had really, really good hands. He had really lightning fast hands, and he's fought the who's who's. You know, he's fought Nate Diaz. He's fought Khabib, pretty much everybody else in that division. I think he fought Justin Gaethje for Gaethje's first fight, and he always does really well because he's got lightning fast hands, but it just seems like he falls off a cliff after the first round. So I'm excited about that fight. But I just wanted to kind of highlight this card, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think of this card, and if there's any other fights that are brought to your attention that you want to talk about, put it in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in.